Hi Scorpio. We're going to do your love reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 2020. But if you're watching this at any other point and you just feel called to, then it should apply just as well. Time is weird and fluid. Pulling out some energies with these little, I think they're called sacred cat, spirit cat oracle cards, and I'll read those energies in a second, but I want to get your general energies for the month, or for right now, just whenever you're watching this. Okay, we've got 3. A lot of people are getting the Sun, coming into like true happiness. You have the Sun, the star, so Leo and Aquarius. That's an axis. That's an axis on the chart. They're opposite signs. And then we have the 6 of Swords here for you, for an energy for you guys. I'm gonna pull you over here. Okay. And then we have generosity and purification. I'll put these kind of up close. I won't read them both. But if you want to read them, you can just pause the video. Okay. So, and these are the pictures too. So generosity and purification, 2 words. Purification and generosity came up in other readings, so similar energies, even long after shuffling. So let's do some cleansing shuffles, cleansing breaths for you guys. I'll just take a couple deep breaths and send me some good energy across time and space so I can do your reading. Okay. We're going to do kind of a structured, more structured than my usual kind of a structured reading. We're going to do a past, present, and future reading February for me now, but if you're watching this in February, or if you're watching this in, I don't know, 2050, the future for you whenever you're watching this, but I will be talking about it in a certain framework. So we're going to get 5 cards for the past. We're starting with the Chariot. Lots of shared energies with you, Scorpio, so far. Okay, 4 more cards for the past for Scorpio. Knight of Wands. You're moving out of something here in the past. The Moon here. Okay, defending yourself in some capacity. Let's get 1 more card for, okay, we have 2. Okay, so you're a little bit ahead of other people right now. If you watched another reading, because it's in your, I'm gonna move my pillow here. If you're watching from another reading and the messages seem kind of in the past, then it's because you're kind of like shifted. I don't know what's up with your chart, but it seems that for a lot of you guys, you've already experienced a lot of the things that some of your other readings, especially with my channel in particular, they'll have already happened, because a lot of these energies came up for everybody else. So this is currently, you have a new relationship going on, potentially with somebody that is frustrating you a lot, and then we have this energy coming up again. So let's read this really quick. We have the Chariot here and the Knight of Wands. Both of these together just says the same exact thing, which is that you're moving away from something, or moving towards something. Regardless, you're moving very fast and with a purpose. You have an intention, basically. But with the Moon and the 5 of Swords here, it's like you're going kind of into battle with something subconscious, or just some kind of challenge for you, but you come out victorious. I don't know what it is that I'll draw a couple cards on what it is that maybe this instance was. But with the 9 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, it's about your worth. It's whatever this fight was about your worth, what you were offering to somebody, what your role in a situation was, and that wasn't being seen. We have the 6 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So it could be a woman in your life or a female energy, feminine energy. It doesn't need to be, it's just archetypes. So 6 of Cups is somebody from your past. So this could be an ex that did this to you. It could also be somebody from your childhood. So like a family member that was presenting as the Queen of Swords, which is somebody who's really cold, not very nurturing, pretty logical, but sometimes like in these, like in a more negative sense, these people can be kind of delusional and like my way or the highway, like I'm always right kind of opinion about everything. So like that energy in the past, and now there is a new relationship here. It could be a new friendship, but I'm seeing just a new relationship. Maybe somebody that you're hooking up with the Page of Wands. And there's some conflicting energies here. Like on one hand, like it seems like at one moment this is like you think you're gonna be with this person, you think it's gonna be great and good and fine forever, and then the next moment there's like all this heartbreak and turmoil and frustration. We have the Strength card and the Queen of Cups here. So you're the Queen of Cups. This is you being, I don't think that this is your fault. I think that this person's kind of messing around on you and being, you know, difficult. And I think you feel like you have to kind of, this could be the opposite energy. Like they could feel this way about you. This also is Leo energy. But because you're a water sign or you have water in your chart, I think the Queen of Cups represents you being kind of like in your power. But it can also be about you being like too much of a pushover with the Strength card here. You know, you don't want to allow that energy in, and you don't want to have to kind of like tame the person that you're going to be with. If they want to be with you, they will be with you, and if they're being difficult, it's like reflecting something about them or something about your relationship. You have to pay attention to those cues. That's what this is kind of saying. Don't ignore those cues. 6 of Swords again. We have the 6 of Swords twice, so we have the 6 of Swords in the overall all energies, and then we have 6 of Swords here in the present tense. So let's do the future outcome with this situation, and then we'll see where this is going. Somebody around you. Let's get some cards on who this person is, just to clarify, just to give you some like, I really like when readings are pretty detailed, like you have a really good idea about who it's talking about, and if not, you can just go to a different reading if it doesn't resonate. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, so Earth energy and 6 of Wands. This person's very ego-driven, and they think that they're smarter than they are. So it's coming across. Not that Taurus or Virgo thinks that, but both of those energies are very stubborn. But with the 6 of Wands here, like this person has been validated to like a fault. Like people around them have, it's like the golden child thing where like people have told you that you're smart your entire life, so you're just like arrogant. It's kind of like that, and you're seeing through the bullshit because that's what Scorpio does. And I think it's just like pissing you off at this point that you're willing to have this like positive strength energy. It just feels like they just don't really care to have this relationship with you, and they like think that they're better than like they don't want to like give up their dignity to like treat you well and be committed to you. So I think this person is really just kind of like not using you, but it's just like they're not taking you seriously in the way that I think that you want them to. And they might even be like ignoring you, saying that they don't want to talk to you anymore, and then like coming back into your life and being kind of like wishy-washy. Like, yeah, okay, so this person might be messing around on you with the 3 of Cups here, Page of Cups. This is like emotional immaturity, deception, lying, manipulation kind of stuff. The Seven of Swords is trickery and deceit. With the Three of Cups here, this would indicate cheating to me. But then with the Four of Wands, it's like, this is talking about stability. So they may have led you to believe that this was more serious than they had any intention of going or like on with that, or maybe they felt at one point they wanted to be serious with you and then just like their ego got in the way, or I don't know. It's just like, it's like they're having trouble letting you go and letting you be and letting you like move on like they should. Instead of doing that, they're like, it's easier for me to just take what I can. With the Six of Pentacles, everybody's dealing with these like transactional relationships right now. I keep saying it in every reading, like it's all about people evaluating too closely what's being given and what's being taken, and this person just wants to take from you. And I think that I think you absolutely know that that's what's going on, but it's hard because this person's like reflecting something. They're just like taking your control away from you with the Hanged Man. I think that they're reflecting something to you as soon as you like get to a point where you're kind of letting go, where they're like, oh, but there is still kind of potential here, you know what I mean? Like, maybe we can make this work. The Sun and the Star being in the overall energies, it's like on and off. Like, the Sun is a star, you know, it's the brightest star in, like, relative to where we are, and, the other stars you can only see at night, and the Sun has a completely different nature to us, so, like, that's how those things are related, but they have a similar energy. The star is like the nature of the Sun to be healing and nurturing, but in like a way softer, more moon-like way. So you have these really cool, healing, happy, peaceful energies around you, and creative energies like crazy. You might be dealing with some solar plexus and sacral chakra things going on. So look into that if that's something that you're interested in. Those energies for Scorpio are incredible. They're like, that they'll make you so powerful, because I think it's something that Scorpios kind of innately lack, is those like confident, happy, like kind of boisterous energies, depending on what your other placements are, of course. But it's like, I don't know, taking on more like Leo qualities really brings out your better qualities. It's like the confidence and the happiness, and Scorpios tend to be a little bit gloomy and gloom and doom about things, which is definitely not bad, but it is what it is. But like, if you can balance out those tendencies to be like that with some other ones, you can find a lot of power in that. That's just a little, I don't know, I felt compelled to say. Okay, so we're going into the future here. We have Ace of Cups. So, new love, new fertility. I just said fertility as the Empress popped out. So some of you might be getting pregnant. And some of you are probably like, hell no. But that's also like sacral chakra stuff. You're birthing new things. You're being creative. Your womb space is opening up. If you're a man or a woman, or like anything, any kind of physical body, you have a womb space, even if you don't literally have a uterus. It's like something that everybody has at some point in your many incarnations. You've been a woman. So here we go. Ace of Cups, the Empress. This is in the future, by the way. This is a creative rebirth, or no, it's a creative rebirth. This is not about a new relationship, though it can absolutely be. For every single Scorpio, I'm going to say that this is a creative rebirth. You're cutting out and like finding new ways to deal with and talk about your trauma. And some of you might be seeking out a therapist. This is like opening up new doors for you in a creative sense. And it's being able to talk, like being able, if you're making a direct connection, like I'm seeing like a line of connection between your sacral chakra and your throat chakra. Those two places are being connected, which is exactly what the King of Cups wants. It's like that creative, sexual, like life-giving energy being connected to your expression. and the Nine of Cups. This is something that you need and something that you want, and it will make you a clearer manifester. And it might even bring in this King of Cups energy, but I'm seeing that that's you, because that's actionable water energy. So that being said, your Scorpio superpowers, which I love Scorpio, don't tell the other signs. Scorpio is one of my very favorites. We have a Plutonian card, Judgment. This is a total change and a total rebirth for you. I don't see any relationships like totally attached to this, but it is inadvertently attached to relationships, because like this ability of you to manifest and connect with this area of your life, there's a lot of water here, and I'm seeing like I'm sure that not everyone has been through this, but this is kind of ridiculous, but I'm seeing like a sexual awakening. Ace of Swords, 10 of Cups, and 4 of Pentacles. So, okay, so you're like, you have these places in your energy body. This is getting kind of like buzzwordy, esoteric. If this is not really your thing, just try to get what you can out of it. But you are here watching a tarot video, so this is the gateway drug to like total whatever. But the 4 of Pentacles is you're guarding your head, your heart, and your root. All of these things are kind of being covered. This is a Capricorn energy, but it's also so Scorpio to me. Super guarded, super tentative about connections, but it's like you're like cutting this away by knowing that it needs to go. This is like very much an energy of like removal, like a clear cut removal. You know that. And to be clear, this is about the fact that you have blockages between your throat, your expression, and your sacral chakra, which is your like sexuality, your creativity. So whichever one resonates closely with you, like whether you feel like you've had creative blocks, like maybe you have like writer's block or whatever, that will like never happen again ever in your life. And you are like just connecting these two places so that the stream is completely clear and everything else is being shaved away and burned away with the Judgment. This is like holy fire coming in to cleanse everything, like all these parts of your energetic body, to bring you like total happiness. So I don't see like a relationship coming in immediately. I mean, for some of you maybe, but not for all Scorpios. Some of you guys are going to be single or breaking down the current relationships that you have. I don't see that a lot of you are in a relationship right now. Unfortunately, I just don't see a relationship coming in for like a lot of Scorpios, but you might be having like hookups, because if you, well, also this is like this, I feel like I shouldn't say this. This is like masturbating. So like having a relationship with yourself. Scorpio is like a super sexual sign, so you know, 8th house stuff, sex and death, that's your domain. So yeah, this is very much that energy, and like not being ashamed of those things, because Scorpio deals with things that are not that people don't like to accept, and it's just by nature of like our society and stuff. And it's definitely changing, and I think it's allowing you to like embrace those aspects of your personality and your strengths in those respects, because those are really just like very basic human experiences, and they're important to all of us. I mean, almost every single person has had an experience in both of those things already in their life, and like Scorpio rules that. Pluto rules that. So I think your relationship with with sex and death is changing, and within that you're like coming into this new iteration of yourself that's way more creative. And there's definitely relationships tied to this. I mean, you have Ace of Cups and 2 of Cups. It could be relationships with yourself. But first off, like, you're going to be way happier. You're going to be way brighter. The thing that I'm thinking is, like, this is, like, a a new version of Scorpio that's like we've never had before. Basically, like, if you believe in any of the new earth stuff that's happening, this is new earth Scorpio. This is like a brighter, lighter, and incredibly powerful version of Scorpio, which is like exactly what's happening to you. I know that this isn't super love related, but I think that this is an like integral part of what is going to happen in your love life, like next. And yeah, I'll give it an advice thing. I have like the universe has your back is what it's called. So I'm going to pull one of those. Give me a minute. Okay. And we have purification and generosity. Those are just considerations of like advice. I think those came up with Libra. You have Libra in your chart. Everyone has gotten the Sun, oh my god. And Six of Swords. So you're sharing an energy. It's like, I don't know, it's like you're going through this transformation, which you're Scorpio, so you're always going to, but it's like with Pokemon when you're evolving. Like, it's like that. You're a completely new being in these coming months. You're gonna be like almost unrecognizable. Can we get an advice card here for Scorpio, please? Can we get advice for Scorpio? I hate when this happens. These cards like don't like to do the kind of shuffling that I do. Okay, this came out twice. With these three. This group came out twice. Okay. Oneness is my true nature. My vibes speak louder than my words. And obstacles are detours in the right direction. So take whichever resonates, write them in your phone if you feel like you want to say them again, you want to remind yourself. And hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully you resonated. I'm sorry there wasn't more messages about like incoming love. I just think it's taking a backseat to like your own personal transformation right now. So yeah, if you want to subscribe, as you can see in my other videos in the future, I would love to have you. I love Scorpios. Don't tell the other signs. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon, and I hope that you have a great month or year or whatever you got going on or whatever. And yeah, bye.